I have made a company profile of the Morgan Motor Company. And the history. Henrik Frederick Stanley Morgan, who was the founder of Morgan Motor, was born in the village Moreton Jeffreys, Herefordshire in August 1881. Henry established the company in 1999 with the design of the Morgan three-wheeler. The Morgan Motor Company is a family-owned British motorcar manufacturer. A four-wheel model began production in 1936, and Morgan cars have no longer become famous. Have long become famous all over the world for their unique blend of charisma, quality materials, craftsmanship, and performance. Morgan Motor Company is based in Melbourne, England. They have 163 employees. Morgan Motor Company produced 640 cars in 2007, all assembled by hands, and that is something that is very unique for Morgan Motor Company, because they are doing it by their hands and they have a very unique design, and it's an old car, and that's what people like about it. Mission statement. They have 3 mission statements, and I will tell you all 3. To adhere to the royal heritage in production process and designing of the cars. To provide superior and classic feel of real sports car to the customer and survive in the market for a long period. I would say that Morgan Motor Company are both goods and service, because when they are having when the customer are getting the car, it's a good. But the service they give to the customers by which car they should pick, and when they are handmade, I think it's a service, because it's gonna get the car looks very special, and it feels special for the customers having a car that's handmade, and that's the unique about Morgan Motor Company. They are giving the customers a very nice service, and that's very important for them. They are giving a service when they guide the customers which car they should have, and which color, design, and all that stuff. Morgan Motor's future goals is to develop new cars, and they are having a project about building a car which it's with 4 seats, but the same weight as a car with 2 seats. And they have made a list with materials which should be possible to do it with. And they will keep innovate their cars. They will make cars out of trick materials, and it will be very great for them if it works, because it will make them more unique and special, and that's the thing that people like about it. And the target group for Morgan Motor Company is rich people, as people with a high income, and people who has that hobby. Yeah, it's very special for them, and that's something they care about. That's a good car, and yeah. The financial status of Morgan Motor Company is doing very well. It's a small company, but they have a good financial status. They have a stable company, and they are doing very well. I have read a lot of articles about their financial status, and it's all good, and I couldn't find any numbers, but they are having a good financial, and they are not in any risk of closing. The market position of Morgan Motor Company. I think they are on a niche market because there are not many car manufacturers who made this kind of cars. It's very special and unique cars, and the car is because they are so unique. It's also a small market for this kind of cars, and there's not many of them. Um, they keep building old cars. They do not start building modern cars like BMW, Audi, Mercedes, and all that, because it's not what they stand for. They like the old cars, but they also make the old cars a little bit modern with the interior in the cars. So it's not something old shit inside the cars, but it's new and it's nice. They do not have that much customers than other companies, and that's because it's such a small market and there is not that many people who buy this kind of cars. But it's doing very well for the company. The competitors of Morgan Motors company is Ford, BMW, and Volkswagen, and I have read a lot of articles about which competitors they have because it was very difficult to find. But I think that BMW is a competitor because they are giving the customers some of the same, because two special cars, but in two very different ways. Morgan Motors company is very old and not that modern as BMW, and it's two different people who like these cars, two different target groups. And then I have made some advertisement. I've chosen advertise for Morgan Motor, of course, and then I have chosen BMW because, as I said before, it is two very different cars, and it is both unique cars, but in two very different ways. So I think it will be nice to analyze these, because so I would see which different there actually was. So I will start with the Morgan Motor Company, and Maslow's hierarchy of needs. For the Morgan advertisement, I think it is self actualization needs, because it is something you are doing for yourself, and you can't get enough, so you want some extra, something wild, and you are doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing so you can have something fun and have this hobby. The sender is in this advertisement is Morgan Motor Company, because it's them who have created this advertisement, and because it's them who have a message for the people and for the customers. It is them who wants to come out with something. The message in this advertisement is feeling a little adventurous. It's about trying something extraordinary and try something new. They want you to feel like, I want to go on an adventure, and get a special experience. And they want people to get an adventure in their cars, and want people to drive their cars because they want to give people an experience they soon will forget. I think that this car is standing on a mountain, and it's like, are you scared or are you not? Do you want to try or not? I think that it's the message in all this. I think the intention behind this ad is that you want to go on an adventure and you want to try something new and special, like get a fun experience in a real nice car. And that's the way they are trying to sell their products, because it is so special and unique. They want to sell more cars, of course, so more people can get a wild experience, but also so the company, of course, can earn money. That's of course always what they want. What's the story about? I think the story in this advertise is about people feeling adventurous and about people have the nerve to do something new, wild and crazy. This guy in this ad is holding on top of a mountain and looking out of over the skies. So it may be about taking the next step to something wild and something fun for yourself, and it's about doing something for yourself and not something for others. Um, the advertiser want to achieve more sales for the company, of course, but also giving people a nice experience in their cars. They want them to feel the quality in their cars. Um, they want people to feel the feeling by driving this car because it's special and unique. Um, Language. The language is very easy. You understand what the message is, and you don't think, oh, what do they mean? You know what the company wants to tell you. In this advertisement, they have used toned down colors and a little bit longer away from the car. You can see the sun shining, so there is falling a special light on the car, so you see the car in a very special way. The colors looks very good and it looks very professional and it fits very good to the atmosphere. It fits very well. When you're looking on the advertisement, I think it's normal perspective. But when you are looking on the text in the advertisement, um, um, it's a little bit bird perspective. You are looking from top and down. It is a manipulated ad because the text is talking to our feelings. There's not any text on the ad who describes it, which describes it. There's not anything there describing the car, which materials it is, and therefore it's a manipulated ad because it's our feelings and not our head it's talked to. The golden section in this ad is in the middle of the picture, where you see a little bit of the car and see something of the skies. That's the first thing you see when you're looking at it. The target group of this advertisement is men in age of 40 to 55 or older, I think. They're having a high income and like fast cars and getting nice experience in a unique car. They have a high job in companies and they have a high education. They live in Britain and in USA, I think, because the cars is produced in England, and I also think that the target group lives in USA because they import to the United States. Out from the Minera model, I think it's the blue segment who is buying the product because it is men with a high income, and it is also that segment who is the target group. The blue segment is men who are working in companies and have a very high position in the company and have a high income. And I think this people is who like the cars. I also made the AIDA model. The attention in this ad, when I look at it, the first thing I see is actually the skies and just a little bit of the car, and I think that's because that the sun is shining and it gives the car a special light and also the skies. So I think that's why that's the first thing you see. Interest in this ad is definitely car because that's the next thing you see in the advertisement and you want to see more, and that's also because how the lights is standing on the car. Desire is that you wish it was yours, and the desire in this advertisement is that the text feeling a little adventurous because you're getting something more than just a car. You're getting a new adventure, and if you are buying this car, So you're not only getting the car, you're getting something more, and that's also always was what customers want. Um, the action in this ad is the logo, because they don't know who have made the car and where you can get more information and where you can contact the company to get more information about the car and the company and price if you are so interested in that. Does the communication in this ad work? Yeah, I think the communication in this ad works. Is original advertisement, which isn't that difficult to see in the EDA model. Everything you have to put in the model was there. There was not anything you should look after. So yeah, I think the communication in the ad works, and not only because the AIDA model was also from the sender to the customers, because the message in the ad is very clear. Does the ad make the customer go through all stages of the model? Yeah, it does, and very well. You see the car, you wish you had it because you want to go on adventures, and there's also the message in the advertisement. There's the car you will have. It's a car where you will have adventures, and you know where to buy it, and get more information because of the logo. What is a market segment? Is a target group of the market you are advertising to. You have cut out a group of people who could be interested in a car. Why is it important to use market segmentation? It's important so you will advertise to the right segment, and you can sell your cars. If it's for the wrong segment, you won't be selling any cars, and it will be very expensive for your company, because the segment will not see the advertisement, and that will be very bad for the company, because then they are using money of nothing. What are the main market segmentation criteria? It is gender, age, income, job, education, because you have to know these things, or you can make a good advertisement. And if you don't make a good advertisement, you won't get any customers to buy your product, and then you won't be earning any money. And the next advertisement I've chosen is one for BMW. And for the BMW advertisement, I think it's also the self-actualization needs, because it's something you are doing for yourself and you can't get enough. So you want something extra and something wild you can do. And it's a car where it's going from 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds, I think, because of the text in the advertisement. The sender is BMW, and the message is lose your innocence in 3.9 seconds. And with that, I think they mean that you don't should think about anything else. I think it means that the car goes from 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds, and that also means that people should do something crazy and just drive fast in a nice car, because the target group for this car is something who wants to drive fast in a nice car. They want to be a little bad and get a nice experience. The attention behind this ad is losing yourself and just drive and enjoying life. They want people to buy their car because they are driving very fast, very quickly. The story about this car is driving fast when you are looking on it. Also, is on a racing track, so it's all about driving fast and losing yourself for a minute. They want to achieve a sale. They want people to buy their car because they can drive fast and give the customers a nice experience by driving a fast car. The language is very easy. It's easy to understand the message. They want people to be a little bad and just drive fast. And this ad is dark colors, and the car is yellow, so it shines, and it's the golden Segis, Text is white, so that I also seeing very clear. It fits to the atmosphere. The advertisement is eye level. You are not looking up and down. It is right in front of you. It is a manipulated advertisement because there is not any information about the car. The text is talking to our feelings because it is about driving fast, and I'm not talking to our common sense. The golden section is in the ad is the car. The target group of this advertisement is men in the age of 35 to 50. They have a high income and like fast cars. They have a high job in companies, and they have a high education. They live all over the world. It's a German company, so there's many BMWs in Germany, but I think the target group most lives in Europe. Out from the Minera model, I think it's blue segment who's buying the product because it's men with a high income, and it's also that's meant who is the target group. I met the Ida model as well. The first thing you see is the car because it's yellow, and that's also in the golden section. Yeah, interest in the car is the car because it's the car the advertisement is all about. And the desire is the text because it's a wish of the product and what you get besides the car, and it is a fast car where you lose your innocence. Action is the BMW logo because it's there you can see where you get more information about the car and where you can buy the car. I think the communication works very well in the advertisement. It is to understand every point in the AIDA, and every point in the AIDA model can be answered. Does the ad make the customer go through all stages of the model? Yes, it does, and very well. You see a car you wish you had because you want to lose your innocence and drive fast, and that's also a message in the advertisement. Yeah.